to share anything. Let me double check real quick. Okay. So for right now, it says you and I, so we can still do the welcome and the warm up. I know your name, but Emery, if you would like to, you can type in the chat or tell me what your favorite song is and what made you laugh this week at school or at home. I'll give you a minute to think about that. Emery, can you type in the chat yes if you can hear me? Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. So we can skip the warm up if you don't want to do it, and we'll just go straight to the math part of today. Okay. So this is for rising third graders. So you'll learn some of this next year. For fourth graders, a review, and then we have a fifth grade problem on the right-hand side. That's a little bit of a challenge. All right. Emery, try the problem on the left-hand side where we have these circles. Try your best to read the instructions, look at the picture, and then you can type in the chat your answer, and I'll be quiet and let you work. And you can type in the chat when you have an answer, or let me know if you get stuck and you want some help. So I'm gonna stop talking and let you work. And it's okay if you're not sure how to solve this problem. You may not have seen it yet. So I'm gonna start annotating or adding some notes onto both of these problems. So this first one says, fill in the blank to describe the model. So a model is just a picture or a diagram that helps us represent something that could happen in real life. So next year, when you start learning a little bit about division, your teacher may give you toys or shapes to help you solve these type of problems. And when we don't have actual objects we can use, we can make a model or a picture just like this to help us understand the new problem. It says this model has 6 dots divided into 2 equal groups. So division is just separating your objects into different piles. Here we have 6 objects, and I'll label them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice we had 6 dots in 2 equal groups. This is the first group over here, and this is the second group over here. Now they told us to fill in the blank, and right here at the bottom there's a blank that asks, there are blank dots in each group? How many dots are in each group? So we can go back and count and see that there's 1, 2, 3 in the first group, 1, 2, 3 in the second group. So I would say there are 3 dots in each group. So tomorrow you can go back and tell your teacher that you learned a little bit of division over the weekend, and you now know that 6 divided into 2 equals 3. All right. So how was that for you, Emery? You can type in the chat and let me know if this is something that was easy for you, hard, or you've never seen anything like it before. Never, never. So this was definitely a challenge, but you can tell your teacher that now you know how to do division. So if she gives you a problem or you want to show her how to do this problem, you can draw out some circles and then separate them on your paper into different groups. So I know you haven't seen this before, but I'm still grateful that you followed along with me. And now the next time you see it, you'll know how to do it. So this next problem, you certainly wouldn't have seen it. It's for our 5th graders who may be watching the replay, so I'll go through it really quickly. This is a division problem again, but they didn't give us a pretty picture to help us. They just gave us the problem written out, and they want us to divide 36 by 3. 3 can go into 3 one time, and 3 can go into 6 2 times. So you can have a challenging division problem like this, or a little bit of an easier one like this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear off all my drawings and go on to the next problem that we have. Okay. So this one, the first one says, does this picture have symmetry? And another way to think of symmetry is, does the picture look the same on the left-hand side and the right-hand side, or the top and the bottom? So Emery, you may not have seen this before, but I think you could tell me, does this basketball look the same on the left and the right-hand side? What? Okay. Emery, can you see a picture of a basketball? Oops, let me minimize that. So it's on the left-hand side of the screen. And they're asking us, does this picture have symmetry? So does the picture look the same on the left-hand side and the right-hand side? So I'll split it down the middle. If we cut the basketball in half, does it look the same on the left and the right? And I'm going to see what you just put in the chat. So you said yes. Great. So this picture does have symmetry. If I cut the basketball in the middle, it looks the same on the left and the right. Or if we cut it this way, it would look the same on the top and the bottom. Okay. Are you having a hard time hearing me, Emery? You can let me know if I'm breaking up and you can't hear me. So I'll go on to the next problem for the older students who are on the call or watching the replay. This still has to do with shapes and understanding the different parts of a shape. Instead of talking about symmetry, we're talking about the number of sides that a hexagon has. Now, Emery, you may not have heard of the word hexagon before, but what I can do is I can draw a picture of a hexagon, and you can tell me how many sides it has. So I'm going to make a quick note for myself so I can draw on the screen. I'm going to draw a hexagon really quickly. Okay, so that's a hexagon. And you can count up the number of sides, and you can type in the chat how many sides you think it has. 6, perfect, yep. So a hexagon has 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have you ever seen a shape like this in real life? Something that kind of looks like this? Maybe not exactly. Have you ever seen this type of shape before? Or something that looks similar? Yes, yes. Maybe a stop sign, or maybe you have some shapes that look like that in your classroom. Okay, so I will clear off these drawings as well. Go ahead and clear them off. Okay. So this is a bit of a riddle, but I think we can work through it together, even though it's for 3rd graders. So it says, one moment. I am a 2-digit number. I have a 4 in the tens place. You say me when you count by 2s, and I am greater than 46. What number am I? Oh, wow. Okay, so this seems a little complicated, but they gave us a lot of hints to help us out. Okay, so the first thing they told us was it's a 2-digit number. We have 1 digit over here, 1 digit over here. I'm going to label the places. This is our ones place. I just wrote it in blue. This is our tens place. All right. And Emery, what number did they say goes in our tens place? They gave us a hint to help us out. I just highlighted in yellow to see if you can see it. Four, yes, they told us that there's a 4 in the tens place. So they've already done half of the work for us. So let me go ahead and put a 4 in the tens place. All right. And they said the next tip that they gave us, you say me when you count by 2s. Emery, do you know how to count by 2s? Have you learned that yet? Yes, awesome, awesome. So you know it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We can go on and on forever. But they told us there's already a 4 in the tens place, so we can start at 40. Let me get a different color. I think we're almost done with the riddle. So we can go 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, and go on to 50. We could keep going on and on and on forever. But they said there's a 4 in the tens place, so we can't go up to 50, so we'll stop there. And they said we're greater than 46. So it's not 40, it's not 42. I see you type something in the chat. Let me see if you already figured it out. 48, perfect, Emery, perfect. Awesome. Okay, I'll go ahead and write 48. Put the 8 right there. Okay, so this was a problem meant for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, but you figured it out. Great job. So this just helps us whenever we're given a riddle or maybe a word problem in math, we can take our time, write some notes, and then try until we get the right answer. Okay, awesome, awesome. I'm going to clear off my drawings real quick. Okay. So it says, so we could take a break for a few minutes. Emery, do you need a break or do you want to keep going to the reading part? You let me know what you prefer. Okay, so you typed something. No, you don't want a break? Okay. All right, we won't do a break. Okay, I know you never want to take breaks. You always want to do it straight through, so that's what we'll do. Okay, I'm going to pull up some reading for us. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. Emery, can you see the new screen where we have some pictures and then a word at the top? Let me know if you can see this new screen. So they're asking us which picture matches the word. I'm not going to read the word. I want you to see if you can recognize the word on your own. And you can type in the chat if it's the first picture, the second picture, or the third picture. The last picture, perfect, perfect. It says which picture matches the word sneeze, and here we have a woman sneezing. Okay, we'll do a couple more like this. So which picture matches the word? And it's okay if you haven't seen this word before. The second one. All right. So this word right here is heap. There's a P at the end, heap. So it's not heat, like hot. It looks very, very similar to the word. You may not have heard the word heap before. It also means like a pile of something. So in this first picture, we have a nice maybe cherry pie, strawberry pie. Oh, and I see you type something else. So the third one, yeah, it's the third one. A heap is like a mountain, a hill, or a pile of something. And here we have a pile of clothes. Okay, so they should pick up those clothes. All right, and we'll do, this will be our last one on this topic, and then we'll do something slightly different. Right. Picked one. You said the first one. All right. Dries. Perfect. And I was looking at it too quickly. I was looking at the second one, thinking that he was drying up the puddle, but I should have looked more closely like you did. They're drying the clothes out on the line. Perfect. Great job, Emery. Okay, so we're going to scroll down a little bit more. So this one, we're going to read a story together, and then they want us to put the events in order. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll read this story for you, and you can just read along, listen along, and then I'll have you answer the question by yourself. Okay, what it says. The Lens are getting ready for Chinese New Year. There are only a few days left, but they still have a lot to do. To start, they clean their house. They hang red paper lanterns around the house after that. Later on, they will go out and buy some new clothes for themselves. After they come home, they will cook fish, spring rolls, and more. They can't wait for their family to visit soon. All right. Now they want us to put the events in order. So which happens first? The Lins prepared the food or the Lins hang the red lanterns? So you tell me, what happened first? The food or the lanterns? See if you can remember. The second option happened first. Yes, they hang the red lanterns around the house. Oh, one. Okay, you want to change your answer? All right, so I'll change it back. So this, they prepare the food first, and then they hang the lanterns. No? Okay. So how about this way? Is this the way you want it, Emery? They hang the red lanterns and then they prepare the food. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Okay. We'll do one more like this. Okay. So Gabe and his older brother love camping. They pack up the car early in the morning and set off. In just a few hours, they arrive at the campground. They choose a grassy spot near some trees for their tent. Quickly, they work together to put up the tent. Then they go on a short hike. Later that day, they start a campfire so they can make dinner. Now we have to put the events in order. So which happens first? They make a campfire or they pack up the car? I see you typed something in the chat. It's perfect. So you said they had to pack up their car first and then drive to the campsite before they could make the campfire. Perfect, perfect. I think those are a little too easy for you. Let's find something that's a bit more challenging. Okay. I think you'll like this one. Yes, okay. This one may be too easy for you too, Emery. Okay, how about this? I'm not going to read the question to you. That'll make it a little bit more challenging. So you read the whole question, you read the answers, and you tell me what to click, 1 or 2. 1. Okay, we'll do one more like this. This is still too easy for you, and this is for older students. Okay, how about this one? And I'll zoom into the picture a little bit. So it looks like they packed up a bunch of stuff. Okay. All right. Yes, it looks. So what do you want me to click? The first one or the second one? How would you title your book if you drew this as the cover? What would the title be? The first one or the second one? The second one, yeah. They're going on a holiday to Lake Michigan. Okay. So this will be the last one, and then we'll do something different. Already got your answer. No. You want to do some more like this? We can do more like this. One. Not in our woods, cleaning up trash. You are correct. They have so much trash out in the woods. So much trash. Okay. So I'll click submit. Okay. And we can do a couple more, and you tell me when you get bored and you want to do something else. That is not good to the earth. You're talking about the trash from the last picture? Yeah, that's not good to the earth. And it was just Earth Day. I think Earth Day may be coming up soon. Yeah. So they can't leave all the trash out there. Mm-hmm. That's a good observation, Emery. One. Perfect. Paper birds for Peter. Awesome. Ooh. Have another picture. First one. Oh, let me sign in real quick. Perfect. Sorry about that. All right. And Emery, you're doing something called using context clues. So they're not telling you what's going on, but you're looking at the characters, you're looking at the setting, and you're making your best guess of what title will go with it. So that's a really important skill when you're trying to answer questions during a reading quiz. Okay, so you said the second one, the mouse and the elephant. Okay, okay. Take one more look at that picture. Do we see an elephant here? The first one, yeah. So there is a mouse, but we don't have an elephant. We have a giraffe. And you'll see both of these animals look like they're on some type of electric scooter, which may go kind of fast, okay? Awesome. You're bored? Okay, we'll do a different one. Okay, I was wondering how many you wanted to do because they get real, they can all seem the same after a while. Okay, let's see. Let's try this one. Okay. S'more? What do you mean by that, Emery? You can type it one more time. I'm not sure what you meant. It looked like you typed s'more. Let me see what you said. S'more game. I don't think I have a s'more game. Or are you saying you want more games? Is that what you're saying, Emery? No? Try and type it one more time. Because I'm not sure what you mean. For some reason, it's not letting you talk. So try and type it one more time. Maybe I'll understand you. Okay. Oh, you saw a s'more game. Oh, okay. I don't have any s'more games. And we can't play games in this session because it won't let me give you the remote control. But we'll do a slightly different type of question right now. So this one wants us to add a detail to the sentence. And you said one, with smiles on their faces, Uncle Stu and Bobby made soup. Great choice, great choice. So whenever you're writing a story at school or you're telling someone what happened, it's helpful to add extra details like this so we can see what you're describing. Perfect. Two, oh, you said two. Okay, try this one. So it says, with smiles on their faces, Uncle Stu and Bobby made one. Yeah. Tasty vegetable soup. Okay, so it's helpful. Don't just tell us they made soup. What type of soup did they make? Was it hot soup? Was it cold? Did it taste good? Okay. One. The smiling, muddy runners held up their medals. The fact that they're muddy would be a very, very important detail to know. That would let us know that they were running in some dirt. It may have been a slippery race, and that can be kind of hard if you're trying to run as fast as you can. Okay. So the smiling, muddy runners held up their what type of medals? One. So you said shining silver medals. Yeah. So that's a much more interesting sentence than just saying the runners held their medals. We know they're smiling, they're muddy, and they have these shiny silver medals. Ooh. What? So this one, so the original sentence was the goose and the duck played a game. And they want us to add a little bit more detail to that sentence. So we have two options. The first one says inside the tent, outside the house. So you say inside the tent. Yeah. So inside the tent, the goose and duck played a game. Now this looks very interesting. I've never seen a book where they have birds playing card games, especially not in a tent. Okay, so this will be the last one. Inside the tent, the goose and the duck played a game of what? What type of game are they playing? Of cards. Good. So if you're making up a fantasy story, a fiction story, it's always helpful to add in these extra details so the readers can really see what's happening to the characters. Okay, so let me clear off these drawings. We got about 15 more minutes left, Emery, and then you will be free to go. Okay. Let's do this. Ooh, okay. So this says, what is, let me see what you played cards. What type of cards did you play, Emery? I've not played cards in a long, long time. You can type in the chat what type of cards you played, and I'll wait before we do this next problem. Oh, you forgot? Okay, that's all right. Yeah, I used to play Uno, Old Maid, but I've not played cards in a while. I wonder what type of card games those the goose and the duck were playing. Okay, so these next couple questions want you to use your context clues again to try and identify the main purpose of a poster this time. So here we have a poster. Okay, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Actually, I think this is good. So they have a picture of this poster, and then at the bottom, they have two options for the main idea. Okay. So you see the second one. Okay, to get people to buy turtles as pets. Okay. Emery, have you read the words that are on the poster yet? No? Okay. Take a moment and try your very best to read the words that are on the poster. Oh, you say one now. Okay. To teach people how to help turtles. All right. I agree, but I still am going to read the flyer for us together. So at the top, the title says, let me get my little highlighter. So it says turtle crossing. Crossing the street can be scary for turtles. Here's how you can help them. First, drive carefully and watch out for turtles. If you see a turtle, slow down or pull over. And if it's safe, carry the turtle across the road. Now make sure you wash your hands after you touch the turtle if you get out and carry it. So I agree with your second answer where you said to teach people how to help turtles. Awesome. Emery, have you ever seen a turtle in real life? When you're out on the playground or driving? No? Oh, I don't know if they have very many turtles out where you live. Okay. So here is what is the main purpose of this book page. Okay, and I'll read it for us. I'll get my little highlighter. The plan. Jan and Dan had a wonderful plan to rent a big van and drive to Japan. But before they began, they were told by a man there was no road that ran to Japan from San Fran. So San Fran is short from San Francisco in California, which is in the United States. Okay. So what was the main purpose of this little story that we read? Is it to get people to go to Japan, or is it just to tell a silly rhyming story? What do you think was the main reason the author wrote that story? The first one or the second option? The second option. I agree. Let me click on it. Let me submit. Yep. I think it was just a silly story that rhymed and happened to be talking about Japan, but didn't want people to actually go there. Okay. So this is another poster. It says food jokes. Let's see what you typed. What do you mean by is, Emery? You can type it one more time. Okay, you didn't need to. That's all right. That's all right. And I will say your writing is so good. You're typing all your answers in the chat. Great job, Emery. So this poster right here says food jokes. Looks like we have some ice cream, a little ghost, and it's saying food. Okay, so this says fun with food. Never tell an egg a joke because it will crack up. The cookie went to the doctor because it was feeling crummy. All ghosts love to eat ice cream. A dog's favorite dessert is cupcakes. I see you type something. ICR. So did the person make this flyer to get people to eat ice cream or just to make people laugh? One, to make people laugh. All right. I'm sure you could think of some really funny jokes to make people laugh. Okay. So this is the last one we'll do like this. So we see Jaya for class president. If you vote for me, I promise you more field trips, less homework, ice cream every Friday, more after school sports. Yay, I would vote for her too. It says vote. As your class president, I'll make things better for all students. So vote for me on October 5th. Okay, so is this to get people to vote for Jaya or to tell people where to vote? Why did she make this flyer? The first one or the second one? Why did she make this poster? Okay. One, to get people to vote for her. I think so too. All right. All right. So let's find, I think we'll do one more quick topic and then you will be all free to go. Okay, let's see. Let me see what you typed. Ice cream, yep. I would vote just for the ice cream. Every Friday, that would be nice. Let me go back. Okay, so this says, which word rhymes with stork? We have fork, test, banana. We said the first one. Perfect. Okay, which word rhymes with heat? Star, feet, or bride? Second one. Which word rhymes with time? Dart, game, or lime? The third one. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, we will stop right there for today, Emery. Okay. Do you mind typing in the chat something that you learned at school last week? Let's see what you're learning now. And after you type that, you will be free to go for today. About time. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Do you know how to tell time yet, or are you still just learning the different types of clocks? You do. Awesome, awesome. Well, on that note, it is time to go, Mr. Emery. You're all free to go. I enjoyed working with you. I'm glad that you could make it this week, and I hope you have a great week at school, and I hope I can see you next Sunday. So you're welcome to just close your laptop or exit out and have a great day.